What it wrestling world? Welcome to another edition of Over the Top Rope Wrestling. It's your boy, Mr. Steel, yo, Dibs, and we got my brother from another, Tantalizing Tony. My brother, what's going?
What is going on? First of all, when you introduce me as your YouTube champion. I am the YouTube champion, and you will direct me as such when you speak to me. Also, the opening is great, your theme is great. It's great, but nothing tops this. NXT sucks. NXT sucks. NXT sucks. Richie, what's up?
What's up, Richie? Clover, look, good morning to you also. Good morning.
Good morning, Clover. And just so you guys know, this was an impromptu show. We want to show the time. Jared changed the times on me. That's what he does. Tries to throw me off. See, just so you guys know a little background between me and JB, Mr. Steal Dibs. JB is the face. I'm the heel. But see, JB is not this is my JB. Mr. JB, Jared Boyd, as we call him, the four-time world champion, which is true. He's a four-time world champion Taekwondo. This is not a joke. He's the nicest guy in the world. So, he's very laid back, very smiles all the time. But here's the thing. Bro. Here's the thing. Without the tantalizing one and my je ne sais quoi, so to speak, with my my charisma, I have as much charisma as The Rock and Razor Ramon combined. If this was the 90s right now, this show would be all attitude. So, JB, it's your pleasure to have me here, as it is everybody else in the chat. So there we go. And now you're the host of the show. I know you said with the co-host, but I don't mind you being the host because I don't mind being second fiddle in this show because, I'm almost at 3,000 subscribers, by the way. 3,000. I'm 88 away. And check me out today at New Japan Pro Wrestling at ECW Arena in Philadelphia at 7 p.m. And tomorrow at 5, going for that 88 on the road to 3,000. And there you go, JB. Take it away. Damn,
Thank you. He's close to 3,000. I'm not far behind him also, people.
He's doing a great job, guys. Just on one more thing. I took over the show. Just so you guys know, JB has been doing his work. What are you at, 2,400 right now? 24, 25? Something like that, right?
2487. Yep.
Look, man, the guy's almost at 2,500. That's an accomplishment. If you guys think it's easy to get subscribers, it is not. It is
Correct.
tough. You got to work. You got to put in the time. And JB has done that, as such as myself. So join us along with this ride. I'm telling you, in about a year's time, 2 years' time, we're not going to be working anymore. We're going to be on TV every day. So you guys make sure you stay along for the ride. Forget your phone. You make television. Take it away,
That's
JB.
right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Tantalizing Tony, as you just heard, is going to a wrestling show. So that's why we couldn't do the show later today. We had to do the show early. See, I am considerate of my good friend. So if you watched the show last week, you would have saw that we said we'll do the show early. Thank you. Now, moving on. Moving on with the ladies and gentlemen, good night of wrestling yesterday. We had a good Rampage show. You had a good buy-in show. You had a great, and I mean a great SmackDown show. But good morning, Angel Caraballo. Let me say it right.
Angel's one of my subscribers. Angel, you're in both our channels simultaneously. Subscribe to JB's channel. JB, get your thing up there so they can subscribe right away.
I'm gonna put it right quick.
Keep it up there for a
right
while.
now. And put it. Let me lift it for a while. But Tantalizing, I got a little bit of a dilemma with a certain booking on a certain show. All right. So this whole week, there's been a bunch of war words with Top Dollar and Hit Roll, the Young Bucks saying something, Roman said something, and even Tony Khan said something. And we get into Tony Khan a little later. But, no, we're going to get into Tony Khan right now, matter of fact. But Tony Khan came out and said that Rampage would beat SmackDown in ratings. Now, he said this. Now, I don't know why he would say that, but I know he's trying to promote AEW Rampage and get more people. I get it. But to me, you had a great opportunity to do so. So he puts in the buy-in show. He puts it in there. We're going to do a buy-in show at 9 o'clock Eastern time. We're going to do a buy-in show. We're going to try to steal viewers from SmackDown. Okay, cool. Understand that. My question is this. When you have one of the best wrestlers in the world and Bryan Danielson, why in the hell are you putting him on the buy-in show? You had plenty of time to change the Rampage lineup. You had CM Punk start the show. Okay, then let's put Daniel Bryan as a second match. And then your main event was the trios match, which to me was a great match between the Inner Circle and American Top Team and Men of the Year, that team. I don't understand why you put Daniel Bryan on a buy-in show. You're trying to steal viewers on TV, not YouTube. You put Daniel Bryan on Rampage with CM Punk and Chris Jericho, you have an opportunity to steal those viewers. You were going up against Street Profits and the Usos. Sasha and Becky, to me, one of the best female matches this year. And the Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar contract signing. When I saw Daniel Bryan on the buy-in show, I just fell back in my chair because I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. It is something I wouldn't have done. Ruby Soho and Penelope Ford and the Bunny, that could have been your main event on the buy-in due to what happened. That could have been. But never in my wildest dream I would have thought I would see Daniel Bryan on the buy-in show. I pass the floor to you. What are your thoughts?
All your points are valid and great, and they're all wrong. And let me tell you why. So, Tony Khan is new to this deal. This is a whole new. This is not WCW versus WWF. This is all new. This is the Friday Night Wars and the wars in general right now. It's a different climate in aspects of social media. Streaming is the biggest thing going right now, as you can tell, because we're on YouTube right now. I think him putting it on YouTube was great. If you were watching the comments and the number of people that were going in, and when I jumped into the buy-in show, when I was watching both at the same time, I was on this screen watching SmackDown, on this screen watching the buy-in, as I was doing my show live. It started with like 10,000. It was at 40,000, 88,000. That show was jumping in viewership incredibly. You got to realize ratings aren't the same as they used to be when you had the Nielsen ratings. We would put something at 10 o'clock and at 10 o'clock and you go head to head. Now they put the streaming qualities into the actual percentages of what people are watching. So what I think they were trying to get was if anybody cut SmackDown off or turned the channel, or because most people watch it on their phones or their tablets. Now everybody watches on televisions anymore. So I think Tony Khan did something new, tried something new, and this is what it did. It created a buzz. It created a conversation, as we're having right now. You have one opinion about it, I have another, and that's what they want. They want the back and forth. They want the AEW people versus the WWE people, which is, to me, stupid because guess what? We're all wrestling fans. The only people that win. The people that win in this whole thing is us. The fans win because we have all this wrestling, and now we got to choose what we're going to watch. And we figured it out. I watched everything last night. I went back. I have YouTube TV, so I can pause SmackDown when I want to. Most people have DVRs; they can pause. You can go back on YouTube and watch the Buying Show. There's things, and you got to realize this. If you look at the analytics, and this is what you need to do, a little bit of a tip for your YouTube channel, which I just learned from Joe Pipitone. Shout out to him.
What up, Joe?
You got to watch your analytics on what people watch and what times and what demographics watch. So on my not to give too much technical stuff, but just to give you a quick, little synopsis on how it goes. From 12 a.m. to 12 a.m., which is 24 hours, there are little bars, and they show you when your subscribers watch the most. Mm-hmm. And that's when you should post things. Like, notice right now, you got some people that jumped on. My peak time is 6 p.m. on Saturdays, but I'm not here to do shows. So I have to figure that out. So Monday at 8 o'clock is my peak time. And that's why I had 1,346 viewers on Monday for Monday Night Raw Watch Along. So back to the Tony Khan, Vince McMahon back and forth, and the whole ratings thing. Ratings have changed. Now, as for the talking, and I'm going to give you some breaking news. Last night it was reported, I got this report, that Vince McMahon and Roman Reigns had to be separated. And it's come from a reliable source. And what happened was this. Vince McMahon didn't believe that Roman was defending the company enough on Twitter. And this you have to realize. You got Young Bucks going against Private Party going against Usos. Whatever's going on social media, everybody's badmouth everybody. It's a work. Because if, just like Bret Hart was a work, the screw job, we'll talk about it on another date. When you have wrestlers who have worked in the same company and have been brought up across the independent scene together, they're all friends. They all know each other. They all respect what each other does. You tell me you don't think Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns aren't still friends because he's in another company? Right. So what they do is this. AEW right now is the new company, and they need to catch up to WWE in aspects of ratings, production, and everything else. But wrestling-wise, if you had to break down the actual wrestling, not storylines, not talent, wrestling. Who has the better wrestling product? And that's AEW right now. Okay? And Richie's right. The screw job was the biggest work in the business. And I'll elaborate on that later on in the show if you let me. So we win, Jared. I don't have a proof. I don't have a problem with them putting on a buy-in show because it created a buzz. It's water cooler talk. Tonight when I go to New Japan Wrestling in Philly, people will be talking about, yo, what'd you watch, Raw or AEW? Did you watch both? Was on YouTube. And you could agree, of course I disagree with you, but I respect your opinion that what you're saying. And that's what they want. They want the dialogue. They want the internet dialogue so the conversation keeps going. One more thing. I am so on point right now. It's amazing. Let's go.
And I'm about to come back at your point. So I don't disagree with anything that you're saying.
You can't.
Not this time. Not this time. But you're trying to create a Friday Night War, which you don't have yet. There's no Friday Night War. You don't have it yet. And Rampage numbers don't even touch what SmackDown numbers are. So that's what I'm trying to say. Because I know Rampage, they want to be a show where they can get the younger talent on TV. Correct. But when you
lose Jared?
come out, as in what Tony Khan, Friday Night SmackDown, and say you're going to beat them, you need to come fully loaded with the top guys. And Daniel Bryan being one of, you taking your finger, I see it. I'm gonna let you back in. But Daniel Bryan being one of the top names in all of professional wrestling, put him on the main show. Put him on Rampage. And then let's see what happens.
You once again have great points. I won't disagree with them. But here's where I think you're getting off the beaten path. You said that they don't have one of your quotes was that you don't think that they are at the point where they can start a war. Let me give
Right.
you a little.
Not yet.
Let me give you a little history lesson. There's a country called America back in the 1700s who were being dominated by England, and they was taxing them, taxation without representation. They were taking everything from America, and England had the biggest army. They had all the resources, and a little country with only 13 colonies said, "We're not going for this anymore." They were outnumbered 3-1 in aspects of soldiers. Who won that war? Sometimes a little guy has to throw a pebble into the water to make ripples, to make a big, little tiny pebble. You skip a stone, what happens? You got those little ripples, and then it winds out, right? So
Correct.
if you want to start a war, someone has to fire the first shot. That could be a rock through the window. That could be a little flare gun. It could be anything. But you can't fight the big dogs unless you challenge the big dogs. And right now, WWE is the big dog on the street. And Tony knows this. He knows he wasn't going to win. This is calculated. It's calculated. Here's where Tony Khan has two aces up his sleeves. Okay. The wrestling is better. The actual wrestling is better. Okay. And he has deeper pockets than Vince McMahon. There's no board of directors that Tony Khan has to answer to. It's all about him and his pockets. And he has an obscene amount of money. By the way, shout out to Jersey Truth and Jersey Diablo and OSP. So with that kind of money, that kind of financial backing, you don't have to worry about what you say because you can back it up with money. Mike Bradley's in the room. What's up, Mike?
Well, I'm Mike, Crescent City Saint. His question is: are we currently in a civil war with wrestling? Uh, what do you think? Do you think so, Tantalizing?
Well, listen, I definitely agree with a civil war because you have people that were on the other side that jumped to the other side. So, listen, this is what you got to realize, everybody. I love to see people. Okay, I'll use a perfect example. Mania Club, the club we both belong to. You
That's
got
right.
guys in Mania Club, and this doesn't happen on MVS, but this happens in Mania Club. Shout out to MVS, Marks versus Marks. But in Mania Club, you have people who are diehard WWE and say, "Oh, AEW sucks. I won't give it a chance." You have diehard AEW. "Oh, WWE is garbage, trash. I'm never going to watch again."
That's right.
Number one, that's all BS because here's the thing: there is no exclusivity. I don't know if I said that right. Exclusiveness when it comes to wrestling. You still got a 20 by 20 ring. You've got people that were in WWE, that were in WWF, that were in ECW, that were in New Japan, that were in MLW, that were in whatever promotion you're in, independent scene, it is wrestling. If you are a wrestling fan, this once again is the best time. You guys remember NWO. You remember WCW versus WWE in the 82 weeks, 83 weeks, whatever it was. That was a great time in wrestling. Without WCW throwing the first stone at WWF, we would have never got the Attitude Era. The Attitude Era would have never happened without the NWO. What was better?
That's correct.
Attitude Era was better, but NWO shot the first shot. Okay, I don't care what anybody says. You're entitled to your opinion. We can all disagree, but if you say, "Oh, I'm never gonna watch this again," I'm never gonna watch. You're lying. You're lying because wrestling is at its peak right now. It has a resurgence from it did in Attitude Era in the 90s and the early 2000s, and even the Ruthless Aggression Era. We are in a great time right now. Look at this. Our shows are a perfect example. Look at how our production value has changed over the past 2 years. We were on Facebook with 8 people watching, right?
Yeah,
And now
correct.
we both combined have over 5,000 subscribers. With yours
That's
and
right.
mine, we have 5,000 subscribers together. So
That's
you
right.
telling me that this isn't good for wrestling? What's going on? This is the best time for wrestling. Think about this. Look at your wall back there. When the show started, how many tiles were in your wall? When my show started, how many tiles were on my mantle? We're
That's right.
expanding. Wrestling is expanding. It's the best time for wrestling. I'm the YouTube champion. I'm on point right now. I'm feeling good right now. So JB, you're right with all your opinions are valid. I disagree with some of them, but the definite thing that matters is this: wrestling is at its peak.
Wrestling is at its peak. Great points. Also, with the forbidden door being open, all these companies working with one another. It's a great time for wrestling. Um, I love it, man. I can watch it every day, Monday through Friday. Oh, and we got Dynamite tonight. We got Dynamite tonight.
Hey, JB, can we go to that Timmy Penny
Yeah, I'm
comment?
going back to it. I'm going back to it right now. Going back to it. So here it is. Timmy Penny, how much longer is WWE going to play the Paul Heyman screwing Reigns and the Mysterio storylines? Getting boring. Well, I'm gonna go first. Um, as far as the Mysterios, I'm waiting for Dominic to screw his daddy. It's bound to happen. They haven't been seeing eye to eye for the longest, so that's going to happen. As far as Paul Heyman and Roman, I love it because think about it. That's just started with SummerSlam in August. We in October now. So I'm loving the storyline of actually Paul Heyman being heavily involved. He's been involved in the storyline, but not heavily. Been involved heavily. Jimmy been involved heavily. Opponents Roman Face have been involved heavily. But now with Brock coming back, they threw a wrench by making Paul Heyman seem as a scapegoat or a guy being blamed or a guy screwing somebody. So I love the fact with Paul Heyman and Roman storyline and Brock. I love it.
Let me say this. Why I want to acknowledge everybody in the room. Richie, Ramos, Timmy, Mike Bradley. Who am I missing? Anybody I missed? Thanks for coming. Julie Witt, what's up, everybody? If you're here for the first time on either one of our channels,
Diablo. Mm-hmm.
that's my boy. That's my boy G. From the OSP, Old School Pimps. Shout out to Nelly. Shout out to the Old School Pimps. Shout out to Red Eye. Shout out to Pat. All right, there we go. But listen, the Paul Heyman thing, money. What Brock did last night was masterful. I loved it. I love when Brock talks because it shows a different side of him. And as for the Rey Mysterio thing, don't get bored. It's going to be good. Dominic Mysterio, in my opinion, will not turn. What will happen is Rey is going to want to teach him a lesson about humility and respect, and they'll have a match, and Dominic will win. And I think that puts Rey into retirement.
Dominic got to go over.
Because
Dominic had to go over.
He's got to go over. And they don't have to do it when you break up with father and son. Father and son have issues, but you don't have to turn. It has to be a turn, and it has to be, okay, I'm your dad, and you're not doing the right thing, and here's what I'm going to teach you. I'm going to teach you a lesson in humility and how to wrestle. And Dominic, of course, is going to step up to the plate and hopefully beat his dad, and that gives Dominic that sense of legitimacy that he needs right now. So yeah, and one more thing, not to cut you off, JB, but I'm just trying to get all the comments because I've been noticing on my channel. I gotta get all the comments. Who said? Oh yeah, Richie said something about it being a work with me and Vince. Could be. Second thing is this. Yes, Richie. You're right. Jerry and I are very handsome, and it is a privilege for you to be here. My head of security. Okay, JB. Oh, is JB frozen? JB might be having some internet issues, everybody. You froze for a second. I think your thing's a little slow, so give me the thumbs up. So, I mean,
I'm here, Chief.
I'm just happy that we got all these comments and people are interacting.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm posting them up as we speak. So what was the better show for you? Was it Rampage and the Buy-In or SmackDown?
SmackDown, bro. Hands down, SmackDown. With the exception of the Happy Corbin segment, I was happy with the entire show. Even with Zelina and Carmella. Wasn't the greatest, but it did the job for me. To me, the match of the night, my God, Sasha versus Becky was incredible.
Bro, 5 stars. That's definitely 5 stars. Loved it.
One of the best matches I've seen between the both of them in a long time.
Bro, they tore the house down big time.
I agree.
What do you think about the Usos versus the Street Profits? I thought that was a great match also.
I thought that Angelo Dawkins was going to turn. I saw the turn coming. Did not happen, which I'm happy for. But I thought the match was great. For a minute, other than me thinking the turn was going to happen, I thought Street Profits were going to pull that win off for a second. It looked like they were going to get that win, you know? But a great match.
Close.
Everybody in the right position at the right time. Great false finishes. Great use of the referee. Great use of being pulled out of the ring. You notice Montez Ford look a little heavier?
You look a little slimmer to me.
Nah, man. If you look at his traps, you look at him, he is bulking up. There's something down the pike. Look at it again, bro. I'm telling you, you know that's my guy. You know he's my guy to win the title down the road.
Yes. Oh, definitely. Definitely. It's in the works.
Jersey Diablo. Yes. That was a good deal right there. When Boogs did that. That was awesome.
Big time. That was awesome.
I love the comments. You guys are great with the comments.
Julie Wilt, I think with AEW calling out WWE made them up their game. Well, hey, I can agree with you, but I think Raw has to really show that they can up their game. That's supposed to be the flagship of WWE, and Raw has been the worst show for WWE. I want to see on Monday night what Raw is going to do. They got to do something.
A little bit of business. I'm gonna call you out by name. Julie Wilt, Jersey Diablo, Angel Caballo. Please subscribe to JB. Please subscribe and put up JB. Subscribe to him because I know you guys aren't subscribed. Timmy Penny, I think you're one of JB's. Please subscribe to me. All right. We need subscriptions, guys. We need it. I'm on the road to 3,000. I might hit it today. I might try to go for it today. I might take a chance to get copyright. I might take a chance to get copyright hit and put a live match up. I only got one strike, and that strike goes away in 2 weeks. So that means I'll still have one strike. I might take a chance tonight and go for it. I got to hit 3,000, man. I got to hit it. I'm just determined.
Yes, indeed. We thank each and every one of y'all for tuning in and subscribe to both of our pages. There it is right there. My page and his page. Let's talk about the King of the Ring and the Queen's Crown. I'm gonna start it off. I was shocked to see Finn Balor win last night. And the reason why I was shocked is because I sat here and told myself when they started this tournament that anyone who was a world champion or universal champion / Raw or Women's SmackDown champion will not win that tournament. So Finn Balor's in the finals. I did not see that happening. And if Jinder defeats Xavier Woods on Monday night, then a former world champion will be the new King of the Ring. As far as the Queen's Crown, you have Zelina Vega in the finals going up against Shayna Baszler or Doudrop, and none of them have been a Raw or SmackDown's champion. So I'm half right on that. But I don't want to give you no spoilers or your prediction of what so. But do you think that a former world champion in the men's division, the King of the Ring, will be King of the Ring?
So this is a tough one because it's a tough one. Finn has to go to the finals, as Julie just.
Hold on, let me stop you right quick, Ramos. What is JB YouTube? He put JBYT. I'm trying to figure it out. My YouTube is right here. I'm about to put it back up for you. Mr. Steal Your Dibs link page right there. That's my YouTube.
There you go. Gotta take care of business.
That's right. Go ahead, my brother.
Sami Zayn cannot go to the finals. He's from Syrian descent. Which means he has Jewish blood in his body. He's part Jewish, so he can't go to Saudi Arabia. They will not.
Okay. I did not know that. Perfect. Okay.
There's a religious thing there, and if he does show up on that show, then oh my God, that's going to be a shock to the world. But that's number one. So Finn will be in the finals. People think it's going to be Jinder versus Finn. If that happens, it's gonna be. I think that it's a given who's gonna win that. I think Finn will win it. I think it's gonna be Xavier getting the call, but we'll see. I don't think a former world champion. I think that Xavier wins. I mean, I didn't want to give my prediction. I don't care. I gave it already. Um, um, no former world champion will be King of the Ring, and if they do that, it'll be the first time ever. Hey Ramos, thanks for subscribing to JB.
Yeah, I was about to get in that, Ramos, and thank you, Angel. Appreciate it. Angel, thank you. Appreciate it. I'm 100% with you on this. I think
my subscribers are now your subscribers, and you're welcome.
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you and all your.
I do what I can do. JB's frozen again. JB's got some
help. Yes, sir. Xavier Woods winning the whole thing. I do see that happening. To me, it makes sense. Xavier Woods doesn't care about being world champion. His dream is being King of the Ring. I don't think this benefits Jinder or Finn at all if they win the King of the Ring tournament. I say give Xavier Woods his due, make him King Woods, King Xavier, and go on about it. For the Queen's crown, I really don't care who wins. I would love to see Zelina be queen. Don't get me wrong, but you've been pushing Shayna Baszler lately. She's been hurting people, and you're giving Doudrop a little push. So, yeah, we're gonna see what happens with that. We'll see, but that's my 2 cents about it.
Let me tell you real quick about the Queen's crown. Everybody's expecting Shayna to win. I think Zelina's gonna win. I think Nia Jax shows up at Crown Jewel and screws her. Her and Ava Marie. Why not make the trip?
Hey, yeah, that'll be big time. Julie Wilt, she heard that Finn is going to win the King of the Ring and get a match on Raw.
Could happen. I wouldn't be mad. I would, with the outcome, whatever happens, I'm not mad. I'm not mad if Jinder wins because I like Jinder. I like the modern day Maharaja. I liked him. I don't got a problem if he wins. I don't got a problem if Finn wins, but I really do want Xavier to win. But it might be nice for Xavier not to win and them drag it out till next year, and then maybe he win there. But here you go. If you have King Woods, you have Sir Kofi.
Ah, nice. Yeah.
You can play that nice. Like yo, Kofi can have the pillow with the crown, and he go, "Ladies and gentlemen," you can do the whole. It'd be hilarious, man. That's when you want comedy. You want the New Day in the comedy skits.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I can see King Woods and Sir Kofi. Oh my God, with a court jester outfit on and just him. Oh my God, it would be awesome.
Yes, indeed. Angel, Woods would make a good king, but Jinder the King Maharaja more heat. Good point. Mike Bradley.
Maharaja basically is a king, right? The Maharaja means he's like the dictator, right? What's the exact definition of Maharaja? Right? Isn't it king? Definition of Maharaja.
Maharaja is a historical term. It means in Indian prince.
Indian prince.
Indian prince.
So basically, you have Prince Balor. He's a prince. You have him.
Prince David.
Yeah. You have the Maharaja prince, and you have Woods, who has nothing. Give the guy a crown. Give him a crown.
Yeah. Mike Bradley says Zelina wins, especially after a long losing streak. Good point, Mike Bradley.
Mike Bradley, they could be throwing her a bone after disrespecting her at the New York show by not letting her wrestle in honor of her dad, and getting rid of her husband. So maybe they throw a bone.
Yeah, maybe so. Quick question, right quick, my brother. What is your all-time favorite King of the Ring gimmick, or King of the Ring winner, I should say?
Tough, because Brett's the first. But to me, the best king ever. Well, I got 1A and 1B.
Okay.
To me, Booker T is a great king. But Owen Hart as king I'm sorry, man. Owen Hart was just hilarious. The whole, him following his brother's footsteps and taking it to the next level. Man, to me, Owen Hart gets that win for me, man. But Booker T a close second, and then Brett third.
Well, I will say I got a 1A and 1B too. King Booker.
All hail King
I love
Booker.
King Booker. I love the character. And I got a lot of people, Mr. Me Too, Angel, they all saying King Booker. And then Macho King Randy Savage, bro. Macho King Randy Savage.
But
The
he never
Yes
won King of the
King.
Ring. He never won King of the Ring, now.
I think he did. Because it started
I
in
don't.
1982.
King of the Ring started in 90. The first King of the Ring is 93, I believe. Let me see. Let's get a little update.
I swear to God, I heard Michael Cole say it on the show.
I have no
1982 was the
participant.
first one.
1993. Come on. King.
Timmy Penny, we're going to answer that question in our next topic. I got you covered. That is our next topic. We're talking about Edge and Seth in the next topic. Brian Blackman, what's happening, my brother?
Okay,
Ramos, my Tony's looking it up.
the first ever
Go ahead.
King of the Ring event was 1993. Like I said before, I looked it up, and I will give you I will give you King of the Rings right now. I'll tell you who the King of the Rings were. History. Give me a second. Scrolling.
Ramos says so far was to win. He had to get rid of. He had to get rid of UUDD.
Keep talking. I'll find out what the answers to that.
All right. Brian Blackman says the King of Hearts. Owen Hart is his favorite. Yep.
Mine too.
Julie Wilt, Stone Cold. Classic promo after he won it. 316 means I just whipped your ass.
Only guy to never wear the crown. Only person to never wear the crown. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
You're right. He didn't wear the crown. And I'm glad he didn't because it really wouldn't have fit his character. When you think about it. Stone Cold cussing left and right, drinking beer. That wouldn't fit his character. So I'm glad he didn't wear the crown.
Yeah.
Ramos, bro, Vince be shady like that. It probably happened. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Without a doubt. But yeah, put that crown on King Woods, man. Make him King Woods. It's you didn't fulfill the prophecy, what they call, I believe it. You fulfill it. Big E world champion, Kofi world champion, and then Xavier Woods as King of the Ring. It's done.
Okay.
It's fulfilled. Go ahead, sir.
All right. Here's what the confusion is. Okay. So you were right when you said one thing about Michael Cole saying it was King of Rings back in the day. So there was a King of the Ring tournament, but it wasn't a pay-per-view. They were house shows. So the first ever real King of the Ring before the pay-per-view was 1985, Don Morocco. 86, Harley Race. 87, Macho Man Randy Savage. So you were right. 88, Ted DiBiase. 89, Tito Santana. There was no 90. 91, Bret Hart won King of the Ring, but it wasn't a pay-per-view. And then in 93, when the pay-per-view started, Bret Hart. The next year was Owen, Mabel, Stone Cold, Triple H, Kim Shamrock, Billy Gunn, Kurt Angle, Edge. Brock Lesnar was King of the Ring.
Yes, he did. He beat Rob Van Dam.
Booker T, William Regal, Sheamus, Bad News Barrett, and Baron Corbin. And you got to realize between 2002 and 2006, no King of the Ring. Between 2006 and 2008, no King of the Ring. Between 2008, 2010, no King of the Ring. Between 2010 and 2015, no King of the Ring. Between 2015 and 2019, no King of the Ring. So for 2 years, 4 years, 5 years, no King of the Ring. There you go.
No King of the Ring. There we go. Now, let's get to Edge versus Seth. I want to go back to Timmy Penny's question. He wants to know, how do we see Edge go? Rollins driving Edge nuts. Um, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna go first. I believe this is once again match of the night. To me, it was a match of the night at SummerSlam. The SmackDown a couple weeks ago, it was a match of the night. And I think we're in for some surprises inside this Hell in a Cell. I don't know what they're gonna bring, but this is the match I'm looking forward to the most. This story that they have told inside of the ring, to me, has been perfect, and this is the perfect way to end this story. Um, I really think Edge will come out with the victory at inside Hell in a Cell at Crown Jewel.
Could you imagine if the Shield was still together doing this, or still had affiliation, and if Christian and it's, let's say, even they bring back Gangrel as a one-off, what they could do with the Brood versus the Shield?
The
Not
Shield.
to mention, could you imagine doing this Hell in a Cell match if Dean Ambrose was to get involved and then Christian was to come? Like, just it'll be so many things you could do. I like the fantasy book. You know me, I love nostalgia.
Oh yeah.
But Brian Blackman, aka B Cannon, says that it should close the show, and he is right. The Hell in a Cell should close the show, and I think we're gonna see Seth go off the top of the cage.
He's gonna get thrown off.
No, I think he's gonna do it. No, I don't think he's gonna get thrown off. I think he's gonna do a frog splash off the top onto the table. I do.
Oh, you know how fast you got to put somebody on the table and get up there real quick.
We've seen it. We've seen it.
But Shane has missed twice. He went for it twice and missed.
Nothing wrong with missing.
Yes, indeed. Oh man. Match of the night. You think they steal a show?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's like what I mean, the triple threat women could steal it as well, but
without a doubt.
I think that Edge and Seth are so in tune with each other. First of all, you have to realize something. Outside the ring, these guys are good friends. When Edge came back, Seth was one of the first people to want to help him out. And if you think about it, their careers have paralleled so much. Now, of course, we know Seth Rollins is not Edge light, but if you look at their careers, they mirror each other. 3-man teams, titles, cash-ins. Who has the first cash-in ever? Edge, right? Edge has the first cash-in.
Yes, yeah, I believe so.
Who has the most exciting cash-in? Seth
Rollins.
They parallel, man. These two are money. I'm gonna hate to see this feud come to an end because these two guys are money in the bank. See how I did that right there?
Boy, stupid. Mr. Me Too, thank you for tuning in. Maybe Seth will climb halfway and leap off rather than jump from the top.
Possible. You gotta realize they can lower the cage in Saudi Arabia and make it look higher because the way the arena's set up, to us, it might not look it might look big, but it might be lower. I think they lower the cage a foot and a half without us knowing. They view it on a different angle and Seth takes a frog splash off the top. I think it's happening. Jack Swagger.
Ramos.
Come here, Mike.
Yeah, Jack Swagger, worst cash in ever. All right, we're going into our last topic of the show. And if you saw the show last week, I told Tony that I believe some type of way. Oh, wait, we got to pause the show because the star of the show, the star, has made his appearance again. Everybody, welcome Mikey. What's up, Mikey?
Nothing.
What's going on, buddy?
Music. Say what's up to everybody.
Hi.
Speak up.
Hi.
Mr.
What's
JB?
up, Mikey?
Hi, Mr. JB.
Hi, Mr. JB.
Say hi to all the people. Say hello, all the people.
Hi.
Tell everybody. You've been real shy lately. Tell everybody to do what I do best. Tell them. Loud.
Do I do best and that's stay tantalizing?
That's right. Stay tantalizing. Good job, buddy.
My boy Mikey. My boy Mikey. All right. So I told Tantalizing Tony that some type of way these women's championship belts got to change hands. I said that Sasha will win the SmackDown Women's Championship at Crown Jewel. Becky and Bianca are going to Raw. Now, there's no Raw Women's Championship being defended at Crown Jewel. But this Monday, Bianca Belair versus for the Raw Women's Champion. And I talked to our good buddy Brandon Frazier before we did the show. Shout out to B. Frazier. Tantalizing. I gotta say it again. Sasha's gonna win Thursday. But this Monday, there will be a new Raw Women's Champion. Bianca Belair is winning the Raw Women's Championship, and she's gonna have the belt at Crown Jewel. She's not gonna get pinned either at Crown Jewel. Becky gets pinned and loses to Sasha. That's happening. It has to happen. We cannot, as much as you think we're gonna have another switcheroo of titles, I don't think that happens again. I do not see that happening. Cause I thought that was just crazy when they did it with New Day and Street Profits. I think Bianca gets the Raw Women's Championship and Sasha gets SmackDown. I think it happens. That's my brother.
You deserve that one. Listen, I wouldn't. If you say no, you're frozen on our screen, but we still can hear you.
Good.
I'm going to tell you this. I love, and I hate to say it out loud, but I love your take on this. I love that. I love that you thinking that could happen. I would love it. I'm just trying to get this. I'm trying to process this. How Monday night could go, because I am doing a live show Monday night, an entire 3-hour block from 7:45 to like 11:15. So basically 3 hours and 30 minutes is where I've been going, and these shows have been successful, by the way. So I would love to see a title change during a live show, just so people can see my reaction. It's not out of the realm of possibility that happens, that Bianca takes the title, goes to Crown Jewel with the title, and Sasha beats Becky. But here's another thing. Did you hear what Sasha said? That she wanted to be Sasha 2 belts again? She mentioned that.
I didn't hear her say that. I heard Michael Cole mention it to Bianca that she wins the Raw Championship. Yeah.
So wouldn't it be safe to say that if Sasha did win, that on Thursday be winner take all?
You mean if Bianca won on Monday and it could be winner take all?
If Bianca won on Monday, yeah, Bianca beat Charlotte on Monday. Couldn't it be winner take all on Thursday? And then
I wouldn't have a problem with that.
But Richie believes they should unify the women's title. That should be only one women's title. And I'm starting to agree with him because there's not enough women on either show to make it legit. One women's title might be the way to go.
Well, with all the cuts that has happened and everything, I can see a unification happening, but I don't think they're going to go that route due to the fact that you have Charlotte, Sasha, 2 of your major women wrestlers on SmackDown, and you have Becky and Bianca on Raw. So I don't think that's going to happen. Not yet, by the way. Not yet. Maybe down the line, once again, they decide to unify titles, but I don't think that happens yet. But, I mean, personal opinion, I don't want to see the switching of the titles again. I don't want to see that. I want to see Charlotte lose and Becky lose and the people on their correct shows win the championship. Just how I want to see it.
Oh, I agree with that. I want to see the same thing. I'd like to see the right people on the right shows. Oh, did we lose JB? I think we lost JB, everybody. He had some internet issues, so we'll keep going with the show till he gets back. Let's get some question and answers. I can't answer because I can't click. I have no control over you, do I? No, I have no control. So if you guys put a question, oh, JB's back. He's back, and I'm on the other side. I'm on the right side.
Go ahead.
Look, JB doing his magic act, disappearing and reappearing. He was like Cena. We couldn't see him. Yeah, so I cover. See, everybody, this shows you who the real host of this show is and who is the glue that keeps this show together. Okay? I've got business class internet. I make sure the bill's paid on time. I don't know what JB's doing working UPS. He makes all that money UPS. I should put it into the internet. You know?
Look, I don't know what just happened because it just went blank and then it popped back up. So I don't know what happened, but I haven't had any problems I haven't had internet in a good while. Let me put it that way. But last week we were good, but I don't know what just happened. But go ahead. What you got to say?
I think that because of your storm and because of what happened over there, I think your internet's still trying to find its way. Maybe you just want to get a refresh kind of deal coming in. Call your local cable company and say, yo, Tantalizing Tony's not standing for this crap anymore. Okay, let them know.
Me neither. Me neither. Yes, indeed. But yeah, man, I'm hoping Bianca gets the belt. It'd be the right thing again to do, but we will see. We coming back next Saturday?
Yes, sir. Little bit of business.
Cool.
This Thursday is Crown Jewel.
That's correct.
It is live on Peacock at 12 noon Eastern time.
That's right.
I have a doctor's appointment Monday morning. I'm going for two different things. One's just a normal checkup to check me out after my surgery, which I'm doing good. And I'm getting my right eye dilated because I have a detached retina. I'm going to see if I'm going to get LASIK. So being that I can't go back to work because I can't drive home, I will be home on Thursday, live for Crown Jewel. I am doing a live Crown Jewel watch along. So even if you're at work, you take a little lunch break, get on your phone, jump on. Or come on the show later when it's playing and watch then. 12 noon Eastern, make that Eastern time. I'll be on at 11:45. So we can talk about a pre-show. We'll do a little 30-minute, 15-minute pre-show. And hopefully you guys can join me for the watch along for Crown Jewel.
Everybody join Tantalizing for the watch along. Tantalizing, I will be landing in Little Rock, Arkansas right when the show starts. So I'm going to be missing some of it. We have a national taekwondo tournament in Little Rock, Arkansas. So I have to be there. But definitely going to find time to watch the whole show sometime on Thursday. But everybody, like I said, tune in with Tantalizing Tony and the watch along. Timmy Penny says, praying for your doctor visit.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Appreciate that. Thank you. JB, what
also,
other business?
Go ahead.
Put up the YouTube things again.
Yes.
I just want to show you something because everybody does this, and I've done it myself. YouTube, Tantalizing Tony. The spelling is Tantalizing, Tanta. Tantalizing Tony. See, my kid's mom got a tattoo of my name, and it's spelled wrong on her tattoo. So it's easy to mistake to make. So, and she can't get it fixed because the eye's so small. So Tantalizing Tony. She must hate that. Good for her. Anyway,
he said good for her.
one other order of business is that today at 7 p.m. Eastern time, New Japan Pro Wrestling at the ECW Arena in Philly. I will be there. Check me out all night long. Hit the notification button on my channel as well as JB's so you know when I'm jumping on because this will be impromptu. I might be able to interview somebody, a wrestler. Never know. So I might jump on real quick on my phone. Oh, it's Kira needs to get picked up. Oh, everybody, producer's here, everybody. Here's the producer.
Kira!
There's the producer right there. Did you guys win? That team lost again. That football team's terrible. So you ready to be picked up? Are you ready to be picked up? Okay, show's over. So here we go, Kira. Oh, no, what? Look at the sky. There we go. Kira, let the people know. Give them a little bit of stay tantalizing. On my way.
Oh, all right. Mr. B2, Woods wins, Bianca wins, Sasha wins, and everybody celebrates with Big E. Yeah, cool deal. I like it. So next Saturday we'll be back. Me and Tony gonna figure out a time of when to do it because, like I said, I'm gonna be at a tournament that day, and the tournament doesn't end till around 4-5 o'clock Central Time. So we're gonna talk about it, and we're gonna let you know what time we're gonna do the show for. But we thank each and every one who tuned in today. Thank each and every one of you guys. Tune in again with us next week. Subscribe to our YouTube pages. Here's his Tantalizing. Mine is Mr. Steal Your Deal Wrestling page. There's his son, Bobby. What's up, Bobby? Good to see you, my brother. And he's holding the...
That's BSB. BSB, Booty Short Bobby.
Oh, God.
Booty Short Bobby Bearcat.
Oh, my goodness. And Bobby is holding up this custom-made YouTube belt from the self-proclaimed YouTube champion, Tantalizing Tony, because I don't know who he beat for that belt. But anyway, we're going to go ahead to the show. He has to go pick up his daughter, as you all just saw. For my brother from another, that's Tantalizing Tony. I'm your boy, Mr. Steal Your Dibs. We will see you next week. Until then.
This show was great. Thank you, JB.
Thank you, man.
Thank you for the show. You're a great host, but I am the star. I am the champ. If you want a shot, I can't be very far.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Yeah, he's a star that continues to keep falling. And I'm a star that will continue to keep balling. Until then, y'all, peace.